Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is day 2 of
the enclosed trailer build.
So I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this is where we left off yesterday, just getting the foundation set up. It's actually easier said than done because you have to drill the hole through here, and then you have to drill a hole through the metal. You have to make sure that once you drill through it that it's entirely straight. That's why Kyle was using different drills, because this is okay to drill to start with, and then once we get to the metal he has to use this, because this drill is actually not as powerful as this drill. So he tries to save the battery from this drill by using this to start and then using this to finish.
So just gonna drill a hole here to get the bolt through. Decided to go through decided to get 3/8 bolts. Accidentally purchased 4 instead of 4.5 inches, so I'll have to go back and get some of those. But this is going to be the bottom sill plate. The bolts will hold the bottom sill plate to the metal tubing. It's 2.5 by 2.5, 1/8 inch steel, mild steel tubing. This will be the base plate foundation by which the entire rest of the structure rides on. So we'll be later today, hopefully we can get this all done. Later today we'll be putting up some of the walls, but we'll see. When we get to this part, I wiggle the bit around a little bit. It's a 3/8 inch bit. The bolts themselves are 3/8 inch with a little bit extra for the thread. So what I do is I just give a little twirl like that. It's a lot better than sinking a 1/2 inch bit in here and having all that extra space. Then I'll mark the metal just like that. Move the board out of the way. This top hole, it doesn't really, I mean, yes, you want it as straight as possible, but precision doesn't really matter too much here. So we'll just get this drilled. Clean up the hole there just a little bit by wiggling it. And now here's where I switch to the really old but still what a workhorse, the Craftsman drill. It's got a sight glass in the back so you can see from the bubble when it's perfectly level. That's important because the bolt is going to have to travel through the piece of wood, through the top of the metal, through the whole width of the metal, and then come out the bottom. And the bolt is straight, so the bolt pathway needs to be straight as well too. So this is by far the most critical. So what we do is we get the bubble lined up right there. I'll get it braced up against my leg like that. Now as we drill, the vibrations will cause the bubble to deviate, so it's important to pause every once in a while just to make sure you're still on center.
The bolts are in, but it looks like there's still more to be drilled, since this is going to be the foundation.
I've decided to do the studs in a T formation, or I guess L, to help cut down on the sway. You can see one that's completed over here. It's two 2x4s nailed together. And then down here we have these mounting plates, and then there's one on the inside here. So this mounting plate reduces motion towards the back from the front to the back, whereas this plate over here reduces motion inwards. When I get a whole line of these in a row and I hook them up to the ones over there, that will all form a very rigid box formation, and even more so when the sheathing goes on, it'll all be extremely rigid, which is good because this frame is not rigid, and so the frame may try to twerk a little to flex, but this should hold it in place. Wood is a natural product, and it's not precision engineered or precisely made like steel is, so it's important to, as much as possible, line up the crowns of the boards the way they arch, so that it's not going to interfere with your build later on. This is going to cause the board to pull in a little bit. That's okay, because what I'm going to do is flip it over and screw it on the back side as well. In order to reduce the amount of pull that these brackets are putting on there, I'm doing the one that's standing up first. That'll help the bracket seat, and then I'll do these screws down here. There we go. And then, yeah, one screw there, thank you. These sawhorses have a nice little feature there where they let you put in a 2x4. So I'll do that. So the brackets caused the two boards to come slightly out of alignment, out of 90-degree alignment. So what I'm going to do now is drive some screws here on the back to cinch it back down to each other, making sure to leave enough room, not only on the edge here, but on the edges here, so that the screw doesn't split the wood. That brings it right back into alignment. This trailer is going to be used for some off-roading, so it's a much more intense construction than you normally would see on a wooden trailer. Most of the time they just take a modern framing approach to wooden trailers. They'll just put a stud every 24 inches and some cross bracing, and that's all well and dandy if you're on smooth interstate, but since we're going to be taking this on some off-roading, I want to make sure that it has as much support and as many brackets as possible within reason, so that it'll stand up a little bit better across the test of time.
So that's how far apart they're gonna be.
16 inches on center. Again, wood is a natural product, so this being on a hill, the hardest part of this whole process actually is getting these pieces to stand straight. That was a lot of drilling to get all those anchor bolts in.
Yeah, so today actually we just did the foundation and not even the vertical ones. We might be able to do more, but in terms of filming, we're working outside and we want to be able to have you guys see the video. So we're gonna close out now, but we're gonna keep on working. So hopefully you guys enjoy this journey of this trailer project, and we'll see you on the next episode.
See ya.
Bye.